Banded.
Banded.
Hey.
No. Bill was talking about his, that flexor adductor. And I did a lot of, we did, I found this one exercise. That did a hip flexor exercise with the balance. This is kind of like yours, so.
Yeah.
And you hold it up, so you're getting that high range.
Yeah.
Which is good, because, you know, as you get older,
Lifting your knee up, even just to step on something.
yeah, so it's just a,
Sorry.
so it's just, you start here and you just lift it up. So you're getting balance and you're getting
That's
that
really good.
range of foot.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
good.
was running that point, so too much. Too much is going out. I'm gonna focus on.
Okay. Yeah, I have do like a flexor stretch, couch stretch, basically. We have your foot up and in. That's actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if, I like that exercise.
It's
How
in
it's
the-
not so drastic.
Where you like laying here and there's like a cone and you just lift over the cone. It's kind of the same thing. There's no balance aspect to that. A little bit of core, I guess.
Which one are you talking about? This kind? Which one are you talking about?
No, that's not on there. I was just thinking of hip flexor exercise. But,
Well, I don't know whether it's training or it's beginning. The way I would think of that exercise is to see. Just another FYI, when he doesn't normally tell me much about him.
yeah.
So he's told me that, and he can't do the one where you, with low back super tight. And, you know, you lie down and drop your knees.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do that one either.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Super tight.
Yeah.
So he doesn't, what he doesn't, can't do, he just doesn't do it. Fine.
Yeah. No, that's good.
I think for him, it's way more flexibility.
Yeah. No, that's and
You got. Ah, yeah.
you good?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
I finally got on.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna do more with Zoom. I don't like the Teams, we're having too much problem.
Yeah, I think this is more successful.
Yeah, no, definitely. Awesome.
Yeah, we'll see how many we get on today.
Yeah.
So what equipment will we be using today?
Today we are just using a band. So if you have anything kind of like this, handle band, yeah, that's pretty much going to be it.
Okay.
Yeah, that, and then we'll be on the ground for some exercises too. So if you have a yoga mat or if you're fine, just
Okay.
whatever floor surface you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be too bad to do today. Nothing crazy. Should be fun though.
Okay, I'll get ready.
All right. Yeah, so I was messing with the camera a little bit to try and angle it because
You're not getting, well,
if I have to go back. Oh, better, huh?
they can't see it.
That's what I was trying to kind of lean it forward on there, but it's just gonna fall.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's gotta be all right. The only thing I was thinking was that if the side plates lose.
Just have to be creative. Okay, I mean, the one that counts the most is the computer because.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's okay. Well, now my head's cut off a little bit. So, yeah.
So then you can go to speaker view. You know how to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go ahead and send back there. Oh, okay. So that works. Okay. All right.
This is a whole new crew. Marlene.
My name is Joe. She's from the region.
Hello, hello. It's not in here.
Hello.
Hi, Marlene.
Hi.
How are you?
Hmm?
How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm doing well, and I'm home.
Oh, were you gone?
Back and forth to LA for some stuff.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I think you got it a little cooler up there.
Yeah.
It's hot. Yeah, it's nasty.
Actually, I heard that Oxnard and Camarillo had like record temperatures yesterday.
Wow.
Like Camarillo was like its highest temperature was 85 and it was 95.
Jeez.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
The Marines are coming to work out outside area.
Mhm.
This is the guy who's something with
Oh, nice. Yeah, I see that here. Pretty consistent here.
He's not making mask right now.
Is that what it was? Oh.
Water.
I was afraid you weren't going to catch him. Headphones? Yeah.
You do, Joe, you know what you're doing.
I sure do. All right. I think we're pretty much ready to get started. Before we do, just if you're not super familiar with Zoom, let me let Peggy in here real quick. Hi, Peggy.
Hey, Charlie.
All right.
Is it super hot there too?
It's pretty toasty. So if I get really sweaty, that's why. Yeah, so before we get started, if you guys can see the top right, there's something called speaker view. That's just gonna kind of make sure that I'm gonna be the big picture on your screen. I don't know if, probably most of you are semi-familiar with Zoom, but just in case you're not. So we'll throw that on. Also, if you want to mute yourself, just in case, I don't want to hog all the attention, but that's kind of the idea, right? All right. If anytime you like have a question or something or need me to stop, you can always unmute yourself and holler at me, but otherwise, we're ready to go. All right, so we're gonna start on the ground. So you got a mat or just a carpet, wherever you're at. We're gonna start with a side plank. So we're just going 15 seconds on each side. Nothing too crazy. Just gotta warm up the body a little bit. So we get onto our side, make sure that shoulder is directly over the elbow. So for this one, we can stack our feet on top of each other like mine. We can straddle or kind of offset for a little bit more stable base, or you can just come from the knees, whichever one you want to do. We got 15 seconds. So raising the hips up, and we're starting. Good. Try to maintain one straight line all the way from the head, straight down through the heels. Good. Nice and easy. Got 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Switching sides, same thing over here. Now, whatever variation you chose for that other side, we'll make sure to do the same one on this one. All right, hips coming up. Good. Same thing, one straight line, all the way from the top of your head, straight down to the heels. Good. I kind of got my hand up above me just for some balance, whatever. Does not really matter. 3, 2, 1, down. Good. So, staying on the ground, we're going to do something called a bear crawl leg lift. So, I'm going to do this from the side so you guys can get a better angle. But I'm basically going to get into an all fours kind of tabletop position. So, I'm on my hands and my knees. I want about equal width, or like my shoulders are at the top of my wrists. So, I don't want to be reaching out here. And I also don't want to be super far forward, right? So nice and square. All I'm going to do is tuck my toes, and I'm going to lift my knees. So I want to make sure that the back is flat, my core is active. And you're going to feel as soon as you lift those knees off the ground, your core is going to turn on. So go ahead and relax. From that position, we're going to alternate lifting our legs. 12 total, 6 on each leg. That's going to be set in that position, nice and square. Going to lift the knees. And from here, we're alternating. So I'm lifting my left foot for 1, right foot, 2. Good. 3. Core is active. 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. 8, 9. Nice and controlled. 10, 11, and 12. Relax. Nice job. Might feel that one a little more in the shoulders too. All right. Next exercise. We're going to come down onto our stomach. So these ones are called, I call them Supermans, but I'm sure there's a bunch of different variations out there for different names. But we're going to get onto our stomach from here. Arms are above our head, legs are out long behind us. We're going to squeeze our glutes and our lower back and attempt to raise our thighs off the ground as well as our arms and chest. We have 10 reps total. So you can count along with me and go at your own pace. We want to make sure that we really squeeze at the top though, so we're not just kind of flopping around, right? We want to be nice and controlled with the movement. All right, here we go. Arms are out long. Squeeze and relax for 1. Good. Squeeze and relax. Good. Squeeze. That's 3. Really focusing on tightening those glutes. 4. Good. 5. Nice job. 6. 7. Good. 8, last 2. 9, squeeze up and down for 10. Nice job. From here, we're coming up to a kneeling position. We'll start with our right knee on the ground. Left knee is going to be up in front of us, nice and tall. So this is more of a dynamic stretch, but the main kind of emphasis is staying nice and tall, having good posture throughout. And all we're doing here is we're going straight out in front of us with the knee, 45 degrees out, and then pull 180 open. At each of those positions, we're just driving our hips through, staying tall, and feeling a slight stretch in that right hip flexor. We're going to go 5 forward, nice and easy. Remember, we're staying tall. We're not hunching here onto our knee. Nice and proud with the chest. 3, 4, good, nice and easy. Once we get 5 on that leg, we're going to open it about 45 degrees from our down knee. Same exact thing, we're leaning towards that knee, but my chest stays up, and I'm staying square to the front of the room, to the camera, the computer, whatever you're facing. We got 5 here as well. 3, good. Try to open up those hips. 4, nice and easy. 5, you might feel that in the adductor a little bit, your groin. Next one, we're going to open all the way so that we're parallel, or parallel with the camera. Same thing, I want to try to keep my chest forward. I know it's a little bit harder when we're out this far, but we're still leaning towards that knee for 5 reps. 2, good. 3, 4, nice job. And 5, good. Now we're going to do the same thing, just switching legs. So now my left knee is down on the ground, nice and tall. 5 reps on each leg here, or each way. Keeping those hips forward, chest is up. 2, good. 3, 4, nice job. And 5. Opening up to that 45-degree angle, just about. Keeping those chest square. 2, good. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now we're opening all the way up. Leading 1, keeping that chest nice and square. 2, 3, good. 4, and 5. Nice job. From there, we're going to stand on up. Shake out the legs just a little bit. All right. So this next one, we have 10 total. Just going to be a reverse lunge to a knee drive. We're only going to hold that knee drive for about a second, just to kind of find that stabilization, and then come back into the lunge. So it's going to look like standing nice and tall. All right, posture is always going to be important. We're going to step lunge back, and as I drive up, if I step back with my right leg, I'm going to drive that right knee up. I'm going to hold. So from the side, taking a big step back, drive it up with that leg. I'm going to hold for a second, find that stable base, and then you can either go straight back into that lunge, or you can reset at the center, and then step again, reset, step again. We're going to go with 10 total, so 5 on each leg. If you want to alternate, feel free. I'm kind of a fan of alternating legs when I do things like this, just so I can keep count easier. But if you want to do 5 and 5, that is also okay. So here we go. Big step back, nice and tall. Grab that knee and hold. Good. Big step back, grab that knee. Good, that's 2. 3, 4, nice job. 5, good. Let's go ahead and switch legs if you need to. Same thing. 6, 7, good. 8, 9, nice and tall. And 10, hold. And relax. Nice. All right. So for this next little section, if you have a band, then we're going to be using these. Not 100% necessary. So if you don't have one, then don't be too concerned that you don't have one. But if you do, we're going to use it. Right? First 2 exercises, we're gonna start with the banded split squat. So basically what you're gonna do is we're gonna step on the band under our front foot. So from the side, I'm gonna, if it's not funny, put my front foot, same side as my right under the middle part of the foot as well. You don't want it too far forward or too far back because it could slip, and that would not be good, right? So depending on how much resistance you want, you can either have the band just down by your side, your hands by your side, or you can curl them up into kind of a front squat position. That's just going to put more tension on the band, make it a little bit more difficult. For the first set, you can kind of just feel it out. We have 10 on each leg. So nice and tall, just in that kind of mid-step lunge position. All we're doing is dropping that back knee down here, and we're standing up. We got 10 each leg. 2, 3, good. 4, if you want more tension, right, we can always fold it up. 5, 6, good. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Put that hand down, switch legs. So we're going to tuck that hand under the opposite foot now. Same thing. Find that solid split lunge stance. Find that balance back. From here, same idea, dropping that back knee, keeping that chest up. Down. For 1, 2, good. 3, 4, if you want to add more tension, right, flip it up. 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and relax. Shake out those legs. Nice job. All right. Exercise number 2. We're going into an RDL plus a row. Also using the band. If you don't have a band, you can also use, say, a water bottle, a heavy book, like a textbook or something, a cat, dog, whatever you got around you, right? So if we are using the band, we're going to step on it with both feet this time. And we want that in the middle of our feet, right? Just like we did before. To increase or decrease the resistance, we need to move our feet together for less resistance or less tension. We'll move our feet out a little bit wider for more tension. We got some variation, some options there. From here, chest is going to be proud. We're going to hinge at the hips into the RDL position. Legs are going to, knees are going to be slightly bent. Once we get to the bottom position, we're going to row. We're squeezing the shoulder blades back, and then relaxing and standing back up. We have 10 reps. So 1 rep is going to be down, row, down, up. That's 1. All right, here we go for real now. 10 total. Follow along with me, or go at your own pace. We're going down, row, down, up for 1, down, row, down, up for 2, good, down, row, down, 3, nice job, squeezing those shoulder blades together, 4, squeeze, 5, nice job, 6, 7, good. 8, 2 more. 9, last one. Squeeze those shoulder blades and up for 10. Go ahead and relax. Step out from the band if you want. Nice job. All right. We're going to come back to those 2 exercises. Feel free to grab some water if you need it. Now, if you did those first 2 exercises and you aren't really, you're like, oh, that was too easy, feel free to increase the tension on the band in those ways that I showed you how. So for the banded split squat, right, we can always roll that band up to our shoulders. That's going to make it a lot harder. Or even kind of just shrug a little bit, right, if that's too much to go up here. But And vice versa, if that last set was too hard, you can always decrease the tension as well. All right. Back to the top, we got the banded split squat. So start right foot, get that band underneath it. Find that nice strong split stance. Now here we can decide, okay, this tension, maybe that's a little too easy. Bring it up here. We got 10 reps. So nice and tall, dropping that back knee. Down and up. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good. And 10. We're gonna go ahead and switch legs this time. So I'm tucking the band underneath my left foot. Same thing, whichever variation you chose for that first set, or that first round for the right leg, do the same thing. So last time, I tucked it up, nice and tall, do the same. Big split stance, nice and tall with the chest. Up and down for 1, good. 2, 3, 4, good, nice and tall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome job. Check out those legs. RDL and a row. We got 10 reps. Go ahead and get set. Both feet underneath. It's a good time to figure out how much tension you want to feel on the band. I'm at a little bit more than last time. Spread my feet out just a little bit wider. That feels about right. So, nice and tall, chest is big, shoulder blades are back, right? Control it down, hinge it at the hips, go down, squeeze, down, and 1. Here we go. Down, squeeze, back. That's 2. 10 reps. Squeeze. 3. Good. Squeeze. 4. Nice job. Squeeze. 5. Halfway. Keep that core tight. Make sure we're breathing. 6. 7. Good. Squeeze. Relax. Up. 8. 9. Good. Squeeze. And 10. Nice job. Shake out those legs. Relax just a bit. All right. Especially because it's so hot outside, make sure we're drinking a lot of water. I know I'm sweating a little bit, right? So we're going to go on to our next 2 exercises. It's going to be a little bit more upper body focused. So if we have whatever band we used last time, this next exercise might be a little bit more difficult in terms of band tension. We're going to make our way onto the ground, onto our knees. If you have a lighter band that you want to try, feel free to grab that just in case. But if you're comfortable with what you got, then great. So we're going to be in a tall kneeling position, both knees on the ground. I'm going to kneel onto my band, just below the kneecaps, right in kind of that groove. From here, just like we did for the lunges, we're flipping the band up so that my wrist is directly over my elbow. Good. So from here, I'm keeping my knuckles just like I'm going to punch the ceiling, and I'm pressing straight up into the air. So pressing straight up overhead and controlling it back down. So we do a few reps at this resistance, kind of feel that band. Like, that's a little too hard. We can go band just under 1 knee. So that's going to reduce the resistance just a little bit. So now it's only under a single knee. Now I'm pressing. Okay, that's just a little bit easier, right? So find your whatever preference you got. tucked under the knees, flip, wrist over elbow, nice and tall. We got 10 reps here. So we're gonna punch the ceiling, right? Knuckles to the ceiling. 1, control down, good. 2, nice. 3, 4, nice, good posture. 5, halfway. 6, 7, straight up. 8, good. 9, and 10. Control down. Nice job. Shake those shoulders out just a little bit. Good. All right, next exercise, the classic push-up. So we've got a few variations. If you want to, you can move to a wall or something that you can do on an elevated surface, or you can go down to your knees. So coming here, making sure our hips are still straight. We want to mimic that push-up position if we're doing a variation as closely as we can. We don't want to do a push-up from back here, right? Because if we ever try to get to a normal push-up, my hips aren't back here. So figure out whatever variation you're comfortable with. We have 8 reps. So whatever you can do 8 reps with, choose that. We're going to be in our tall plank position, up onto our toes, whichever variation you got. We're going to control down and explode up for 8 reps. Here we go. Down, up, 1, 2, good. 3, 1 straight line. 4, good. 5, 6, 7, last one. 8, and relax. Shake those arms out. Nice job. Take a little bit of a break. We're going to stay on the ground for the next 2 exercises, for those same 2 exercises, sorry. Probably get 1 more set of those before we get some stretches in, some core. Nice job. So we want to grab our band, get ready for that next set. Get kneeling on the band, starting with that shoulder press once again. Nice and tall. All right. So we're going to tuck shoulders, wrists right above the elbows, right? Punch in the ceiling. We got 10 reps here. Here we go. Straight up. Boom. 1, 2, good. 3, nice and strong. 4, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Nice job. Okay, throw that band off to the side. Back into our push-up position. 8 more reps, whichever variation we want to do. Same thing with this exercise as well. You want to make sure your elbow this time is over the wrist, but you always want to be pushing in a straight line, never at a weird angle, whichever way, right? So find that tall position off the ground, whichever variation. 8 reps. Here we go. Big push for 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. Nice job. Very, very good. Take a little bit of a breather, shake the arms out. Great work, great work. All right, so for our core variation today, since we did some shoulders, don't want to do any planks. We're going to do some penguins, which I think maybe Peggy, we did one of these times. I'm not sure about the other folks, but we're going to lay onto our back. And from here, Knees are gonna be about 90 degrees. Main focus is just keeping my shoulder blades up off the ground, right? So shoulder blades come off the ground and I'm tapping my heels. So I'm alternating each foot. Main focus, right? I want my shoulder blades up. If I'm just down here, kind of dragging over down, not really feeling anything. You want to contract those abs, squeeze, lift those shoulder blades off the ground, and then we're tapping. We got 20 reps total, so it's going to be 10 on each side. Main focus, right? Shoulder blades stay off the ground the entire time. So here we go. Shoulder blades come up, and then we tap. 1, 2, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Shoulder blades up. 16, 18, 19, 20, and relax. Good. All right. Next variation, we're going to go into a side plank, but we're not holding it for time. We're doing dips. So that's going to look like the same side plank position we did for our warm up. Right? We want to stack our feet. Or maybe stagger down, maybe come down to the knees. We're going to come up. All we're doing is dipping my hip, touch, and then come back to center. Touch, come back to center. This one we're going to do 10 on each side. So take your time. Make sure we're really nice and controlled with each movement we do. Especially for these core exercises, we want to be braced and tight the entire time. Also, make sure you're breathing, right? We don't want to be here and suffocating the whole time. So, get in that position, shoulder over the elbow, feet stacked, one straight line. Here we go. We got 10. Tapping down, squeeze up. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, core tight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch. Nice job. Same thing over here. Make sure that core is tight, controlling our movement. Here we go, hips up, control down. 1, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 4 more, 7, 8, 9, awesome. 10, and relax. Whew, good job. We got one more set of those exercises. Penguins, side plank dips. Take a little bit more of a breather, a little bit more fatigue towards the end of the workout here. Nice job. So whenever we're ready, get back into that penguin position, which is comfortably enough, just laying on our back, right? Knees gonna be bent. All right. Squeezing the core. We're gonna raise our shoulder blades up off the ground. Up. And here we go. Tapping side to side. 2, 4, 6. Good. 8, 9, 10. Halfway. 16, 18, 19, 20. We're going to hold up here just a little bit. Squeezing that core just a little bit longer. And relax. Good. Nice job. Make sure we're breathing, right? Nice deep breath. All right, coming on to our side. Got the side plank dips. 10 reps on each side. Find that position that we're comfortable with, right? Whatever variation you're choosing. Elbow directly under that shoulder. All right, here we go. We're coming up. Squeeze that core. Control down. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Switching sides. Nice work. Same thing over here. Make sure you're nice and stacked, shoulder over elbow. Here we go. And hips are up, controlling them down. 1, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Down. Awesome job. Go ahead and grab some water. Take a little bit of a breather. Now all we have to do is stretch. The easy part. Nice work. Cool. So for these stretches, all you're gonna need is that same band if you have it, and a chair or a bench or couch, whatever you got. You might even need a little bit of padding for your knee for this first stretch at least. So if you ever have done a Bulgarian split squat, I'll show you from the side. We're going to put our back foot up onto the chair, and then we're going to lower onto that knee. Now from here, we can adjust. Kind of move that foot forward or back. This is one where you might need some cushion under your knee, just in case if you're on a hard floor, especially. So we're getting that back foot up on the chair, couch, drop onto the knee, and make some adjustments. Put that foot out in front of me a little farther. Now from here, I want to squeeze my glutes and kind of tuck my hips forward underneath me. Nice and tall. I should feel a little stretch, well, maybe a good big stretch, right? In that left or down knee, in that quad. As soon as you find that stretch, you gotta lean into it a little bit more. As soon as you find it, you're gonna sit there and we're gonna hold. Take some time, maybe adjusting that position a little bit, leaning forward more, maybe leaning back, nice and tall, pushing the hips forward. Here we go. Nice deep breath. As we go, if you start to lose that stretch, you can always come back to maybe leaning into it a little bit more, maybe squeezing those glutes a little bit more, driving those hips forward underneath you. Whatever you gotta do, try to feel that stretch consistently. Nice deep breaths. Good. About 10 seconds left. We're going to switch legs. Same thing on the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Going to switch legs now. So same thing. Kind of lay that back foot on the bench or chair. Drop that knee. Find whatever's comfortable, adjusting around. Maybe move that knee back and forth. Foot farther, closer. Tucking those hips underneath and squeezing them forward. Here we go. Nice and tall. Good. Nice deep breaths. Feel that heart rate start to come down. Good. About 20 seconds to go here. Squeeze those glutes, right? Pushing those hips forward. Maybe as we go on, try to lean into it just a little bit. Good. In 3, 2, 1. Fine, go ahead and relax. Stand up if you need it. All right, next one, we're gonna find our seat once again. Now from here, I wanna make sure if you have a seat back like I do, like a chair, we wanna keep our back away from that seat, kind of scoot towards the front edge of it. This way we can make sure that I'm having good posture, not just relaxing and kind of relying on the chair to hold me up. So we start with my right leg, kind of bring it up and across. Now, if I feel a stretch here, stay here, right? Don't push this one too far or too aggressive. This is just nice and relaxed, nice and easy. If you don't feel anything here, you can sit up a little bit taller. You can kind of hug that knee a little bit and kind of pull yourself towards it. Should feel that in the outside glute, kind of outside butt area. Find where it's a little mild discomfort, right? You're gonna feel that muscle stretching, and we're gonna hold that position. Nice and tall with the chest still, and leaning forward if you can, finding that stretch. Good. Deep breath. Good. About 10 seconds to go. Three, two, one. Relax that leg. And we're switching. Same thing, we're gonna bring that ankle to the top of the knee. Find that stretch. You might find that one side might be a little bit tighter than the other. Might have a little bit more range of motion in one hip than the other. Totally fine. Find that spot. Nice and tall. Here we go. Leaning into it. Just a bit. Nice deep breath. Good. Nice job. About 20 seconds here. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. All right. Final stretch we got here is going to be with our band. So hopefully you guys can see this. Depending on how flexible you are, it's going to depend on how long you want this to be. I'm going to fold it in half just to give it a little bit more strength. Then I'm going to grab the base of my handles. So I got the kind of loop hanging down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach, kind of let it hang behind me, and reach for that band with my hand. So I'm going to kind of get view of you so you can see me better. You're going to be in this position, grabbing that band with the bottom hand. So from here, you can pull with that bottom hand and kind of pull your top hand down. Should feel a stretch kind of opening up your side, your lat, maybe even your triceps a bit. You want to pull that down. Make sure that chest is nice and proud. Don't want to be too hunched here, right? Not stretching anything. You want to reach down as far as we can. Good. And we're going to hold. This one we're not going to hold quite as long. It's not the most comfortable position to be in, right? More of an active stretch than those other ones are a little bit more passive. Kind of open up that side of the chest, open up that armpit. Good. 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Relax, slowly release the band. Don't want anybody to get kind of whipped right with it. So same thing on the other side. But personally, I always find that my left shoulder is a lot tighter than my right shoulder. So a little bit harder for me to get into this position. Maybe lengthen that band a little bit more if you need to. Same thing here. Becoming nice and tall. Maybe pulling down with that offhand. Try to relax that top arm as well. You can kind of relax and pull down with that off bottom arm. Feel it open up the side. Good. Nice job. And nice deep breaths. About 10 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release that band. Back up to the center. Set it off to the side. Grab some water. Nice job. And that is the class for today. Awesome job, everybody. You survived. Hopefully, right? I'll hang out for maybe a minute or two if you guys have any questions about anything. Other than that, awesome job, everybody, right? Crushed it. Hopefully you were feeling good. Got a little bit of a sweat going.
Good.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
We're gonna keep on Zoom instead of Meet. I mean, Team Meet.
Yeah, I think we're going to stick with Zoom from now on. Ramona hasn't experienced any issues with Zoom yet, so far it's been more consistent than Teams. If anything changes, we'll let you guys know, or she will with the email, but I think for now, we'll stick with Zoom.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
See you later. I'll send out the invite for tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.